Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me, Eastern Assassin Larry Holmes dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. Tommy, one of the hot. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Nope, that jab not going to score. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Missing with the hook. Focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
How about that time counter shot? The jab doesn't quite connect. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Missing with that right hook. Nice counter shot. Do you can't believe what we're seeing. And he just missed with that left jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last. Here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. Oh, right there. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Complete.
Oh my goodness, Johnny. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that one. There's the bell to start round three. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just missed with that hook. Got out of the way of that right hook. Well, the instant assassin in some trouble here. That was the moment.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth, and down goes Morrison. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
A neat. 1, 2, 3.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels, it looks like there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Beautiful counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that. Here we we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Gotta waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes to the post, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Morrison. Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss with that hook. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round.
What's he doing? I need to focus on what he's doing.
On to the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Let's talk about Holmes in that last. There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. And he scores with the counter. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's why the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
That jab gets blocked. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Punch caught him clean. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last. And there's the bell for round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is the heavyweight. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor. Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor, one of the most aggressive in-your-face fighters in the world today. Watch out for this hard-hitting southpaw who fights Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight. So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get... We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Good counter punching. A perfect counter shot. These two were made for each other. Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Do the jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round back.
And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that hold that thought. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. So it's onward and up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're okay. Seven,
Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the... It's the... Taryn.
This bout,
Not too many seats to be had. And there's the bell to start round one.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
And he scores with the counter. Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Good counter punching.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Just misses with that jab. A perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
oh, you've let him back into it. Good work, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe, just get your breath.
Here we go, it's round two. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter puncher who's got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punches coming from every angle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept that.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to.
So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter shot.
Both men step back for just a moment.
Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot.
They exchange punches.
Stamina is off the charts.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Talk about a one-sided. There's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked.
Nice counter punch right up the middle.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Figure out the combination to this sink.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. And a miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Caution is being thrown to the wind.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get...
And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook just can't find the target. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete. There's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the...
Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. To see more jabs. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for...
Right uppercut can't find a home.
Incredible work rate.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before.